You don't like it?
No, not at all.
Sometimes bad things happen for a reason.
Keep expecting to see a seal out there. This was our wild camp last night. Beautiful, isn't it?
Welcome to the channel. We are Graham and Ellie. We are Wizard in the Wild.
We're headed up the coast to our wild camp spot at a place called North Sannox. I've looked at this North Sannox spot for a while now. There's some great views there, and there's a really nice coastal path that I want to take a look at.
You don't like it?
No, not at all. If we stay here, I'm unlikely to have any fuel left come morning. I think we're going to have to go with plan B. Neither Ellie or I felt comfortable with that first park up option, so we're going to take notice of our gut feelings about the place and move on to our second option over at a place called Dougarry.
As we were driving to our park up for the night, we realised we had to go through Lockranza at the north of the island. And as we were driving along, we could see that there was a beautiful sunset. And not only that, the castle was there in the distance, and we knew that with that beautiful light, we simply would have to stop. Isn't it funny how sometimes things happen for a reason? Had we stopped at Sannox, we wouldn't have seen this wonderful old castle in all its magnificent glory. Standing on a peninsula of land in a really picturesque spot, Lockranza Castle is a ruined L-plan tower house. It was actually remodelled in the 16th century, although it was then discovered that it incorporates much of a 13th or 14th century hall house. The main block is of 3 stories, and it also has an attic, while the wing rose 2 stories higher and was capped by a watchtower. A bartizan crowned one corner, and there is a machicolated projection over the entrance at parapet level. The original castle had a kitchen and a cellar, and it also had a small staircase which was actually built into the thickness of the wall. But that's actually now been sealed up. In fact, it also had a prison. The builder of the original Lockranza castle was probably Dougal MacSween, Lord of Knapdale. It was also used as a hunting lodge by the kings of Scots, and is said to have been visited by Robert the Bruce. It is believed that Robert the Bruce landed at Lockranza in 1306 on his return from Ireland to claim the Scottish throne. The castle appeared in Dom Jolly and the Black Island on Channel 4 TV on the 19th of March 2010, in which it was portrayed as being Kisimul Castle on the Isle of Arran.
Although we're keen to get to our park up before dark, it was certainly worth stopping here. There are some stunning views. Well, that was certainly worth a stop there, wasn't it, at the castle?
Wasn't it? Just look at that beautiful sky. Can you see it's like reflecting in those windows in the houses?
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's like a mill pond as well, isn't it?
Wouldn't you like to be sat on that seat looking out there, that fantastic view? I know
Yeah,
I would.
if we had time, I'd park up and we could do that.
Oh, don't. Oh, look, I think on the right there, isn't that the other little ferry port?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Yeah, some lovely reflections. It's almost like purple and peach, isn't it? The colour, there's almost like a mauve tinge to the sky.
Yeah.
Is it very far up here for our park?
No, it's not. Where I've got in mind is right next to the water.
Oh, that sounds great.
So, yeah, we'll get there and I'll put the cameras out as it's getting dark.
Yeah, because it's not supposed to be windy tonight, so it seems like a good time if you're going to park by the water. Tonight would seem to be a good night to park by the water. Not so keen when there's lots of big waves and you think Merlin could get washed away.
God, it'd need to be some storm to wash him away. Well, here we are. I think what I'll do, I'll just drive down here and then turn round.
Yeah, you know what I'm like now. I like to be facing the way out, and I don't think we can get out this way. I think if we reverse and face the other way, then just in case we'll be able to.
There is an exit up there, but it's all a bit overgrown with gorse and stuff.
Oh, yeah, no, I like to know my escape routes nowadays.
Will this do, madam?
Yes, sir, I think this will do nicely. Well, Jazz has been fed, although you wouldn't think it to look at her, the way she's staring at my dinner plate. My dinner plate is here.
And what have we got today?
Nothing too exciting. We've got hot dog sausages, baked beans, and basically a hot dog. It's a hot dog sandwich really with baked beans. But it's quite tasty.
We were supposed to have chips.
Yeah.
But my inverter keeps cutting out. For some reason or other, the 200 amp circuit breaker keeps tripping out. So I'm not quite sure why it's doing it. I think it must have gone 40 because it never used to do that.
No, we used to be able to run the air fryer. In fact, we've run the air fryer on this trip. At Fleetwood, I think it was. We had, I used it and it was fine. It didn't trip it at all.
Yeah.
So whatever's happened, it's happened since then. But yeah, so no chips. No chips.
No.
Bread instead. But it's quite tasty.
A bread hot dog.
Yeah, a bread hot dog. But we don't mind. It's quite easy, isn't it? A nice easy tea.
So where are we? We're, is it Dougarry? Or Macri? Dougarry, isn't it?
I think it's Dougarry, yeah. Between Dougarry and Macri.
We're on a wild camp location on the west coast. So we're right next to the sea.
We are.
I've no doubt you'll see tomorrow.
Yeah.
Security cameras are all out, all working. I'll check those. Yeah, we're feeling okay about it, aren't we?
We are. We had quite a difficult drive here because we were going to stop at Sannox North.
Yes.
But when we turned up there were two caravans and a white van with all sorts of junk and stuff in the back of it.
Yeah, I think they're travellers.
They looked very established.
I won't call them anything else because that's not fair. But
No.
yes.
They looked permanent.
Probably would have been fine to stay there, but wasn't something I really wanted to do. And the main reason for staying there would be like tomorrow morning there's a nice walk we could do, and I wouldn't feel very safe with leaving Merlin sitting there.
No, while we leave it. And that might be doing somebody a discredit, but these caravans looked like they'd been there for a little while and looked like they weren't going anywhere quickly. So we thought we'd best not take any chances there. So we then decided that we'd come round, didn't we? Round to
Lockranza.
And that was lovely.
And we had a spot of luck there, didn't we?
We did. Well, you'll have seen the footage of the castle now. So there you go, a very long drive to our home for the night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
A lot longer than we'd hoped for.
And my beans are getting cold.
Yeah, and mine. Don't like cold beans.
We'll show you around tomorrow. Well, we're going to leave it here. Links to the Facebook group and Buy the Dogs a Coffee can all be found in the description of this video. Join us next week as we explore our wild camp and visit the Macri Moor Standing Stones. Thanks for watching.